Whew, look at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the fashionably late YouTube live stream. Of course, I'm running about 25 minutes late. My sincerest apologies for that. Tech happens, live happens. You know the rest of this story. How's everybody doing? How's your week? If you don't know me, my name is Dean. Tonight I'm going to answer your YouTube questions, your creator questions, your mobile creator questions, whatever questions that you have about making content, about YouTube. I've got a link pinned in the chat. The same link is also down in the description where I have links to all sorts of other goodies. Please drop your question down there. It is going to guarantee that I actually see your question because when I'm looking at the camera, I'm not looking in the chat. So how's everybody doing? I'm not going to get into a whole thing today about why I was late. The details of it, a lot of technical nonsense, but I'm going to jump right into the questions and get into it because I know you guys have been waiting. So thank you so much for that. First question comes from Andy Marshall. How you doing, Andy? Andy says, I'm starting to daily vlog following the creation of my kids' book. By the way, congratulations, this week. I've scripted the vlog into 1-minute chapters to allow them to be uploaded to TikTok and Instagram Reels as well. That is fantastic. I love it. For YouTube, would you upload one weekly 7-minute vlog or 7 1-minute daily vlogs as YouTube Shorts, or you would do both? Okay, before I tackle this question, I want to talk about the idea of a vlog, okay? A vlog isn't a niche, okay? So when you are making these the videos here, I want you to really kind of come up with a strategy and come up with some good titles instead of just throwing vlog up. You know, going to the store, doing this, doing that, right? Think of some good titles that your audience is going to be interested in, okay? Instead of I'm going to the store, be very descriptive and let them know. If you're doing this wrapped around your children's book, I don't know if you're going to get into the details of how you wrote the book, how you developed your characters, how you printed the book, X, Y, Z, right? Whatever you're going to do here, be very descriptive in the title so it can be something of interest to your audience. In terms of which way to upload it, I would try both because, I mean, there are different types of audiences watching different things, right? Like some people love long form content. Some people love short form content. Some people find your short form content and you can lead them over to watch the long form content. So I would do both. And where's it at? I do this in a lot of my live streams, and I'm going to clean the smudge off of my phone here before I show you this. Take a screenshot of this. TikTok is not the only game in town. In addition to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, there are some others like Likey, Triller, Clash, and Dub Smash. Take a screenshot of that. Those are other platforms that you can create accounts on and upload the exact same video. The key here to short form content is make sure you're uploading a clean video. By that, I mean no watermark to all of the platforms. A lot of people are making the mistake as they're uploading to TikTok first, and then they're taking the same video that's been watermarked by TikTok and they're uploading it to all of those platforms. You don't want to do that. Make sure you upload a clean, non-watermarked version to all of the short form platforms.
Super chat.
Whoa, and I just knocked my Rodecaster off its little stand. Hold on one second here.
Super chat.
Do you hear that? More technical problems, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second here. Why is this gone? Can you hear that?
Welcome to the
I can't
Neminati.
hear any of my sound effects. This is great. The technical problems continue. Okay, so it looks like you can. You can hear them. How weird. I don't. Yeah, the technical glitches continue. So thank you, Justin, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Let me go back here. For always generously answering my questions, I appreciate it. Free hashtag free tea. Thank you so much. And Annette, I guess you guys can hear
Super
it as well.
chat.
Super chat. I appreciate all your help, Dean. Thank you so much. Thank you, Annette. I do appreciate that, Justin. Thank you so much. You're here for the sound effects. You can hear it. How weird. Yeah, so my whole issue before getting started was audio issues. And I thought I had them fixed, but I can no longer hear when I am hitting my sound effects soundboard. So there you go. And you nailed it, Director of Awesomeness. This is a great lesson on just going with the flow. It is. It is. And this is the thing about going live, right? Like you have to learn how to go with the flow. It can be hard. Like you want to wait, you want things to be perfect, but sometimes you just say, you know what? I'm going to go with the flow. And here we are. Okay, so let me get back to the questionnaire here, Andy. So, yeah, do both. Make sure you upload the same thing on multiple platforms because you never know where you're going to build an audience. You truly, truly never know. And on any of those short form platforms where you can put a profile link, let me show you what I mean right here. I use TikTok to drive people over to YouTube, and generally people like to stay on the platforms that they're on, right? If you're on Instagram, people generally like to stay on Instagram. People like Facebook, so on and so forth. But TikTok specifically is one of those weird platforms where people are having some success sending people over to other platforms. And I think at 1,000 followers, you can put a profile link. Where's it at there? You can put a profile link up there. You can put it to like a link tree or something like that. Or I just linked mine out to my YouTube channel. Believe it or not, I get people leaving comments all the time. Hey, I found you on TikTok. So they do come over. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Daniel Battel's in the house too. How you doing, sir? Doug Houston, how you doing? Nice to see you guys. All right, next question. Next question is from the world's okayest, the world's okayest guitar player. I love it. The question is, as a small channel, what's the most important thing for channel growth? Oh, this is a great question. So, and this applies to everyone out here. If you're a new channel, what is the most important thing for channel growth? Okay, well, there are a couple of important things, but since you asked for one, the most important, I believe the most important thing is connecting with your audience, learning how to connect with your audience. I strongly believe that that is hands down the most important thing. For everybody in your chat right now, you know, we've got Daniel Battel in here, we've got Renee Ritchie. Both of those guys have very, very impressive channels. I would love to hear from everybody in the chat what you think the most important thing is. I would say connecting with your audience, learn how to connect with them. And that's just not in front of the camera, right? That's your overall packaging, your messaging. That's the topics that you choose, right? It's an all-encompassing thing, learning how to communicate with your audience, right? Learning what the audience wants, learn how to communicate with them, and learn how to give them what the audience wants. I would say that's the number one thing. The worst thing you can do is make a channel that's all about me. Me, 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 me. Watch me do this. Watch me do that. Listen to me do this. Watch me play this song. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that works for some people. But for the majority of the people, when you do that shift and you turn it around and you make it about them, you make it about the viewer. And I understand music channels are a little bit different if you're doing covers and that sort of thing. Obviously, it is about you. But for everybody else, if you make that about the viewer, everything about the viewer, you're going to find some success on YouTube. And we have another super chat. Viper's Scratch Off. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the great information and videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Next question is from Isaiah Piggy. Did I say that right? Isaiah Piggy? Yep. Okay. Are my thumbnails eye-catching enough? That is the question. Now, I'm not getting into channel reviews. That's not what I want to do today. And by the way, I do want to say that I do channel reviews with Daniel Battel, the man who's in the chat right now, the guy with all the glorious hair. We do channel reviews together in a game show format the second Saturday of every single month over on the StreamYard channel. So you can go to YouTube, look for StreamYard, go to their official channel. Second Saturday of every month, Daniel Battel and I together are doing channel reviews there. So again, I'm not getting into channel reviews, but I will tell you this. In terms of your thumbnails, I'm going to pull you up. Again, I don't want to get into channel reviews, but I want the audience, and this is one of the most amazing things about this community, as you guys know who've been part of my chat before, the audience comes together because I can tell you what I think, but to hear it collectively from the actual audience here, that is helpful. Okay, so looking at these thumbnails, there's 65, 66 people in the chat right now. The first thing I'm going to tell you is I know I said I didn't want to get into channel reviews, but here's the thing. I don't know what you're doing on your channel. Are you doing toy reviews? Are you doing video games? I have no idea what you're doing on your channel. And you're talking about your thumbnails eye-catching enough. What does the chat think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I hear all of it. Hey, Daniel. What's up, my man? Here it is. Got another one.
Super
What's up, Neil? We
chat.
just passed 13,000 yesterday. Dude, congratulations. And being genuine and being ourselves on camera is the most important thing to us. I love that, man. I love that you're having success with the van builds and the van life. You found your groove, man. You found your groove, and it's awesome to see that. Keep the learning Niman based, man. I appreciate you. And we have, oh, where's it at? Okay, so Daniel says here, channel art is a mess. Magic Flying Potatoes says banner needs to be fixed. Deo, how you doing, my man? Christmas Clatter, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Renee says it's because you're so gosh darn likable, D. I love it. Zach says, no idea what's going on. Urban Van Life says it's a holy mess. Stop it now. Okay, so Isaiah says, I'm doing Roblox. See, we would have never known that. Okay, so without getting into a channel review here, without getting into your thumbnails, because thumbnails right now are not your problem. Your problem right now is messaging, overall messaging. When we land on your channel, you can see here in the chat, no one has any idea what you're doing on your channel. So I want you to take a pause, and I want you to look at your channel and say, okay, if I was a viewer, I'm a viewer and I stumble across this channel, what can I put in my channel art? How can I design my thumbnails? How can I choose the topics? How can I write the titles that a viewer would be interested in, right? How can I put my channel together and package it in a way to where somebody lands on my channel and go, this is the Roblox channel that I've been looking for. Everything about this channel screams Roblox, right? So that's what I want you to do. Think about your messaging. Think about everything that you're going to tie together. So when somebody lands on your channel, not for a second do they have to pause to figure out what you're doing. Immediately they land and go, whoa, this looks like an epic Roblox channel. I'm going to see what's going on here. That's what you need to do. And we got another super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you, Don, for extra pineapple on your next pizza. Fun fact, I had pizza with pineapple on it on Friday from Domino's. Pineapple, onions, extra queso, as we like to call it in Mexico, and Parmesan cheese. Going through the chat here. Wisco Ted says I had Sean Cannell give me a very give me some tough love on Sunday. It was eye-opening but awesome at the same time. My banner is so much better now. You're in good hands. Sean is amazing at what he does. So if he gave you some tough love, then that's exactly what you need to do is listen to that tough love. All right, next question comes from Foot Doctor Zach. Man, I wish I could hear my sound effects. I'm over here twiddling with the knobs while I'm answering questions, and it is just not working. Okay, question is from Foot Doctor Zach. I was considering memberships, and I wanted to offer something of value, but I cannot give medical advice, and I don't know what else to offer. So I was considering doing a live stream every week and then making it a members only after. Do you think this would be a waste of my time when I could be making other videos, etc.? Okay, this is a great question. So you have access, you have the ability to activate YouTube members, right? A membership, and you're wondering, is it going to be a waste of time to focus on videos specifically for the members or live streams specifically for the members when you could be making videos that could appeal to the masses, if I understand your question correctly? I think it is going to be worth it, but that's going to have to be something that you're going to have to experiment with and test it. In terms of live streams, I think there's something to be said about a members-only live stream. If you do a normal live stream first, and then you say, okay, well, when this is over, I'm only going to make it available to the members. That's not really special for the members because they could have hung out for free. So I would think about, and again, you don't have to do this weekly. You could do something once a month or every other week, but I would think about something where you did something exclusively for your members. You could just answer their questions. You could have fun. You could have a music listening party together, whatever you're going to do. Try to think of something that you can do exclusively for your members, not something that you give everybody first and then you give it to your members, because that's not very exclusive. The whole thing about membership is that the element of being exclusive to something, getting content that other people don't get, or having access to you that other people do not have the same access to. Is it going to be worth your time? I don't know. Some people do very well with memberships. So that's going to be entirely up to you in terms of how you spend your time, so on and so forth. Again, you don't have to do it every week. You could do it bi-weekly. You could test it. You could also run a poll If you have membership option, I'm sure you have the community feed now. You could run a poll on your community feed or just run some questions on there to try to get a sense of what your community actually needs, right? You could brainstorm with ideas. You could let them know. Be very transparent. Hey, I'm thinking about creating a membership access to my channel. What can I help you with? What do you need? What would you love to have if you were a part of a membership of my channel? Ask the people who are part of your channel now. They're going to tell you. And then I would start crafting it around that. It's a good question to ask. Hey, Stacy, how you doing, man? Okay, next question comes from Wisco Ted. It says, how do you balance titles for SEO versus browse as a new creator? For example, should I title something how to create a channel banner, or should it be this one step will save you so much time? Okay, well, let me look at your channel really quick. I think I remember what you're doing on your channel, but let me double check. Okay, so you have a utility type channel. You are doing how-to type content, tutorials, right? You're doing what I'm doing, basically tutorials. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. As the Invisible Man once told me, try to be transparent. Look at Daniel name dropping here in the audience with the Invisible Man. You know, Paul McCartney told me not to name drop. Okay, so to answer your question, here's the thing. There's different traffic sources. The fastest way to grow, hands down, the fastest way to grow is going to be getting browse traffic and suggested traffic. And that's going to be the type of title that is going to be a more compelling type title, right? This one step will save you so much time. But that title alone doesn't mean anything unless you have the imagery that goes along with it, so on and so forth. Now, a lot of people might say, well, you know, don't focus on search. And I think that's right. You shouldn't focus on search. But at the same time, if you are making tutorials, you have to understand that you will get a lot of traffic from search, whether you like it or not. But YouTube is also smart enough to know what your video is about. So when I started, I focused heavily on search because I thought, well, that's how I'm going to get my foot in the door. Right? I'm going to get my foot in the door. I'm going to go after search traffic because I saw an opportunity and I went for that. And that worked out really well for my channel, right? I would have grown faster if I would have done some things differently. If I would have focused maybe some of it on search and some of it trying to get browse traffic, I would have grown a lot faster. It's something you can transition through. You can test that. You can try to find different titles and topics that do better in browse. But browse isn't one of those things where you're guaranteed going to get in there. It's one of the things you can try to get, and the better you get at what you're doing here on YouTube, you will start to understand, like, okay, this is going to do well with browse. I can title this title is going to do well, this thumbnail is going to do better. That's something you're going to have to experiment with. But if you're finding that you're not able to nail it in there on browse, which can be harder for a new creator because you don't have your finger on the pulse yet of what's going on, right? So if you're finding, well, I'm trying to get browse traffic and suggested traffic, but it's really not working too well for me. If that's the case, then I would lean more towards search because you are brand new. And try, you know, I like to look at search traffic like you're planting a seed, right? You got a video seed, you plant the seed, you water the seed, and then you go on and you plant the next seed because it can sometimes take a while for search traffic to kind of build up. So I would say yes. You asked, should I do this or should I do that? The answer is yes. Try this, try that again, test it, try this again and test it. That doesn't work, try this. But try to do both. Try to do both. Utility type channel, you can do both. That's what I would recommend moving forward. There's room to do both. You know, YouTube gets billions of views every day, and there's definitely more than one way to skin a cat. And every time I say that, there's more than one way to skin a cat, I think to myself, who is the savage who came up with that phrase? Does anyone in the chat know where that came from? There's more than one way to skin a cat, because we need to find that person. We need to find them and and deal with them accordingly. Hey, Pete. Hey, Mike Van Doozy. How you doing, my man? Mike plants seeds. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hey, Yo-Yo. How you doing? All right, next question. Next question comes from Fiction Visionary. Question is, how do I get my content to be recommended more? My impressions are slowly going up. Can I improve it further or just keep uploading? Let me look at your channel really quick. I'm just curious of what you're doing with this. Give me 1 second. Fiction Visionary, what are you doing here? How I in-depth scale, creating Halo. So are you a gaming channel? Creating a classic Star Wars poster. Oh, interesting. You've got an interesting looking channel. So you have 18 subscribers. You have, what is this? 8 videos, 8 or 9 videos. So you're literally just getting started. Okay. So for you right now, I'm going to pin this right here. Daniel says the fastest way to grow browse traffic is to make content that your target audience will click on, present it against their interest. Yeah, exactly. This is fantastic. Easier said than done, but this is the correct answer. So in terms of how to get recommended more, because you're just getting started on YouTube, like you literally just got started. You've just started uploading, and you're not uploading that regularly. It looks like the bulk of your uploads have happened in the past month. Yeah, the bulk of your uploads have happened in the past month. So here's what I would do. I would think through, and it kind of goes in alignment with what Daniel is saying right here. Think through what your ideal viewer, like who do you want to watch your videos? And then what do they need? What do they want? What are they looking for? How can you frame your titles and design your thumbnails in a way that speaks to them? And then start doing it that way. Build your content library with your audience in mind. So instead of thinking about how can I get recommended more and how can I do this or game the system or do this faster, the fastest way you can do it is to do exactly what Daniel is saying right here, is to think through what your target audience is going to click on. That goes for your thumbnails, that goes for your titles, that's your topics, right? All of those things play together. Build your channel for the ideal audience. Do that and do that consistently, and you're going to find that things will eventually start to move for you once you get better at understanding what your audience wants. Again, it's easier said than done. This is something that creators of all sizes still struggle with, right? We think we have these ideas, and sometimes we knock it out of the park. Sometimes we put up a video, we're like, oh, this is going to do really well, and we put it up, and it doesn't do as great as we think it was going to. Sometimes it just falls flat. Sometimes we think we have our finger on it, and we're wrong. So this is something that everybody struggles with, trying to get the perfect messaging and the perfect packaging and trying to figure out what our audience wants exactly. It's a lot easier said than done. Next question. The Bearded IT Dad. How you doing, man? Okay, question is, how do you approach businesses that want you to work with, and how do you figure on how much to charge? I just got 5 different businesses to donate to a holiday giveaway I'm doing. Oh, that's awesome, which is amazing. But how do I continue to build this relationship with them and convince them more to work with me? Okay, let me look at your channel over here and see what you're doing. I think I've looked at your channel before, if I remember right. See what kind of views you're getting. Okay, so the stage that you're at now, if I remember right, you took a break. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you took a long YouTube break and then you came back to this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Renee Richie, thank you so much, my man. Next pineapple on pizza on me. This is the way. Speaking of, who's excited? Of the Star Wars fans in here, who's excited for the Book of Boba Fett to come out next month? I feel like a little kid. I'm super stoked for the Book of Boba Fett. Andrew Cannon House. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Thanks, Renee. I appreciate you, man. All right, back to the question here. Let me go back to your channel. Okay, so you're doing advice and insight on how to grow your career in the IT field. Okay, so it looks like by looking at your channel here, you have some old videos that did incredibly well, but some of your newer videos, you're kind of struggling to hit the mark on that one. 57 views, 89 views, so on and so forth, 100 views. So I would say this, at the stage that you're at right now, hold on, creator AMA live stream for short. You're doing YouTube shorts a lot, which is cool. Just looking through your channel here. Today as an IT analyst. So I would do this, because the stage you're at right now, and you're not getting a ton of views. Hold on, I currently received 12,000 worth of donations to give away. That's awesome, by the way. Here's what I would do. Stay in contact with the brands, right? Communication with the brands is fantastic. It's just have the conversations with them. Try to figure out what you can do for them, right? That's the best thing to do when you're trying to approach a brand. What you can do for them. Instead of thinking, what can the brand do for me? You know, what can I get from the brand? What can they do for me? How much am I going to pay? Think about, what can I do for this brand? right? What can I do? How's my audience going to respond for them? What can I do? What kind of exposure? Because I don't know what type of footprint you have over on Facebook, or maybe you've got a TikTok channel, or maybe you have an Instagram account. Like, I don't know where else you're at, but you want to look at things collectively when you approach your brand, because your reach is beyond just more than one platform. Maybe you've got an email list. I'm not sure. But what I would do is I would pick one brand at a time, pick one brand, and I would come up with a proposal and game plan it out. Come up with like maybe 3 video ideas, or swing for the fences and come up with like maybe 6 video ideas and pitch them an entire game plan. These are the videos I want to build around your products. This is my reach. This is my demographic. This is what I can do for you. I believe my audience will respond well to your products. Pitch that to them. Get a media kit together, right? So something looks nice graphically. It looks professional. You can build them for free. I believe Canva has some free media kits over there to get you started. And if I'm not mistaken, Daniel, I think Daniel Patel made a video about media kits. Daniel, and if you're still in here, or Doug, if either one of you, if I'm correct that Daniel made that video, feel free to drop that link in the chat. I think Daniel did. But you definitely want to have a media kit, and you want to put it all together there, look professional, and just reach out to the one brand with a proposal. It could be 3 videos. It could be 6 videos. However you want to do it, make everything professional, and then see what they say, right? You need to come up with a price that's comfortable for you. You're not getting a ton of views, but the fact that you did get $12,000 worth of products for giveaways, that is telling about the brands that you're working with. So I'm gonna look at the chat right here. Hold on. Andrew says Daniel did. Okay. There it is. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that, man. Andrew, why are you not? Andrew, I thought you were a mod on my here. Hold on here. I need to go through and handle this. You are a mod. How weird. So StreamYard isn't showing you as a mod. Oh, you did, but it was for members only. Ah, okay. Okay, gotcha. I think Andrew may have just dropped a members only link, maybe. Apologies if I just caused a mess here in the chat. Right, so you're gonna have to come up with a price that you think is good for you. A good starting point, and this is just a very baseline starting point. If you can log into a website called Social Blue Book, I believe socialbluebook.com. You can connect your channel, and it will run the numbers and tell you like a baseline. Hey, we recommend a dedicated video is this, a shout out is this. That's just a baseline, right? You still want to put your time on top of that, how much you think that that's worth. You're going to edit the videos, you're going to promote the videos. So you want to add more to that, but that should give you a good starting point in terms of your analytics. But again, I don't know what your full reach is. I don't know how much time you're going to put into it. But the best way to move forward is just put together a gameplay, get a plan, a detailed plan. Let them know what you can do for them. Put it together in a media kit, reach out to the one brand, see how they react. They might come back and say, yep, let's do it. And then you do it. And then if they come back too fast, it means you probably sold yourself too short. So the next brand you reach out to, you could raise your price a little bit, right? It's a little bit of a balancing act. And I think I missed some super chats here.
Super chat.
DJ100, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. And had another one that came in here. Where'd that go? Coconut Pete, thank you so much, man. Some good advice I've discovered so far is to forget niches and think about the kind of audience you want to have. Some audiences are not pleasant. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, there's power in niching down, right? You don't want to just throw a whole bunch of stuff up on YouTube and hope that, cross your fingers and hope for the best. There is power in niching down in terms of building the right audience. But you are 100% correct. Sometimes you can cultivate the wrong audience. If you ever go to a channel that is built around rumors or hate or just trying to out people or cancel culture type channels, like, man, those are some really toxic people who hang out on those channels. So you need to be real careful about the audience that you do cultivate. In the end, positivity wins every single time. Every single time. Andrew says, I was surprised how many brands are willing to work with creators, but how many creators just don't have a plan if they say yes. 100%, man. And that's the thing is you don't want a situation like, you never want a situation like you ever sitting around with your girlfriend or your buddy on the sofa and you're like, do you want to eat dinner? Yeah, what do you want? I don't care. What do you want to eat? I don't really care. What do you want to eat? Like that's not how you want to move forward when you're trying to work with a company, right? You go after them with a detailed plan. Come up with the video titles. Talk about what the video is going to be, how you're going to highlight the product, right? Think about how you can make them shine, and then detail that out in a nice media kit and a nice presentation and send that to them. All right, that was a long answer to that. That's a really long answer. Next question comes from Yo-Yo Gami. Hey, Yo-Yo says, how do I come up with video ideas? Okay, this is fantastic. So really quick, I'm just going to share this. I'm going to share my channel here, I'm going to share my screen. Duty Ron, how's it going, man? Duty Ron, man, congratulations on your latest milestone. You're crushing it, my friend. Let me share my screen. There are a lot of different ways to come up with video ideas, but this one is the easiest, and it's the one that doesn't cost you anything. Go to Google or go to YouTube, come up here to the search bar, and just start typing things in. Like, let's say I want to, I don't know, how to fix a toilet, right? Or how to unclog, right? So I'm just starting to randomly type stuff. But it's start typing in keyword phrases or things that you do on your channel or games that you play or characters or whatever. And as you type this in, you're going to see all these search queries. These are things people are actually searching for, right? This works on Google, it works on YouTube. These are things that people are actually searching for. So this is a great free way to come up with video ideas. Like people they're looking for these things. Another thing that you can do, there's a website too. I believe it's called, is it Ask the Public? I think is the website name for that. You can also go to other larger websites in your niche, channels that are doing very well, and you can cruise through their comment section and look for questions people might be asking in the comments. Like, hey, that's great, but what about this? Or what about that? Or it'd be great if you could do this video. Or hey, how about this video? You can get ideas that way too. And Super Chat, thank you so much.
Super Chat.
Appreciate the Super Chat. Hey, D, I do $50 giveaways monthly, but I still lack views and subscribers. What am I doing wrong? All right, but I'm going to bet that your question's already been answered here in the chat. So let me scroll through here because I don't want to repeat. Yep, Daniel nailed it right there. Stop using giveaways to attract an audience. Let your content be the draw, not gimmicks. Nailed it. Daniel, I'm just gonna pull you in today. You can just you can just come on in, man. Yeah, so Daniel nailed it right here. Here's the thing: you're dangling $50 carrots in front of people to come be part of your channel to watch your videos. You've got it completely wrong here. You're approaching this in the wrong way, right? You don't want to throw money at this. What Daniel said is spot on. You have to make content. You have to learn how to make content that people actually want to watch. You could increase your number to $100 or $500. All that's going to do is attract people who are coming for that money. That's all they're there for. They're not there for the content. They're there for your $50. You could make that $100 or $500 or $5,000. It doesn't matter. That's not going to change things for you. They're going to come for the money and then they're going to leave, right? Once you learn how to make content and come up with topics and ideas where people are like, oh yeah, I want to watch this video, right? Then you don't have to dangle money at that point. So what you're doing wrong is you're trying to lure them with money instead of actually making content that they want to see. That's the mistake right there. Hey, 88 Trips, aloha, how you doing? How you doing? But I do both. Okay, well, here's the thing. If they're not digging what you're doing, I'm going to look at your channel. Hold on one second. DJ 1000. DJ 1000. If you're doing both, but people aren't responding to what it is that you're doing, it means that you're not making videos that they want to see. You're making videos that you think they want to see, or that made videos that you want. But yeah, here. So let me here. I'm gonna share this because I know a lot of people are in a similar situation as you. All right, so the first thing here, when I land on your channel, and again, I said I wasn't going to get into channel reviews today, and it's not really going to get into channel reviews, but I just want to let you know, when I land on your channel here, I have no idea what you're doing. I have no idea what you're doing. The topics that you're choosing are all over the place. You're not actually making thumbnails. It looks like you're letting YouTube choose the thumbnails through the auto thumbnail, right? So you're not making thumbnails. You're just kind of randomly, letting YouTube choose the thumbnails. Your titles are all over the place. Your topics all over the place. I don't know what you're doing on your channel. So that's why it's not working for you, right? You're putting in the work, right? You're doing the hardest part. You're putting in the work. You're making the videos, you're putting in the work, but you're not connecting with an audience. So here's what you need to do moving forward. You need to think through, what do I want to be known for on YouTube? What do I want my channel to become? Is it going to be a resource for something? Is it a comedy channel? Are you making tutorials? Are you teaching people how to do stuff? Are you inspiring people? Are you lifting people up? Are you roasting people? What is it that you're doing on your channel? So you need to think about, what do I want to be known for? What is my channel going to be a destination for? Who is the audience that I'm trying to attract in the first place? It looks like you don't even know who your audience is. And that's fine. That's fine. We all have to go through this process of figuring this stuff out. But you're just kind of throwing up random things on the internet and hoping that something sticks. Really think through what it is that you want to do with your channel. What do you want to be known for? And spend some time and learn how to make thumbnails, right? You can use canva.com. They've got some free thumbnail templates. There's apps. I've got videos on apps. You learn how to do it on your phone for free. You need to learn how to start making some custom thumbnails. Go through the YouTube Creator Academy. I talk about this almost every stream. Academy. I'm going to share this. And this goes for everyone. This goes for everyone who's struggling on YouTube right now. Hey, Megan, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Let me share this. I'm going to drop this in the chat as well. So if you're struggling on YouTube and you're like, I don't know what to do. Nothing seems to be working. I'm dropping this into the chat right now. This is called the YouTube Creator Academy. And this is a series of small courses created by YouTube that teach us as creators what to do on YouTube, right? Start here, quick start guide to YouTube, start there, right? And then come down and explore the courses, getting started. Start with the basics. You have to learn the foundations. Then you can go into content strategy. You can get into production to learn how to make things look better. You can get into channel optimization. Then you can get into learn about money and business, ways to make money. There are policies and guidelines. Don't forget this, because if you do the wrong thing, you could end up with a community guideline strike or a copyright strike or copyright claims, right? There's all sorts of little small courses here where they walk you through and they teach you all about YouTube, right? They got your catalog here. You can search through all these little courses, but I recommend, because you're still trying to figure out what to do, start at step one and go through this whole thing. It's going to take you a while, right? It's going to take you a while to go through this. Don't rush through it. This is something that you really have to understand. You need to build your channel from the ground up, and that's the best place to start. It's more or less the instruction manual to YouTube. So that's where you go. That's where you get started. I've got these long answers today. I need to dial these. I need to pull these in. All right. I think I missed a super chat. Give me 1 second here. Where's it at? Where did it go? Where did it go? I think I missed the super chat. Give me 1 second. I'm moving backwards. There it is.
Super chat.
Thank you, Justin. Hire Daniel Battelle to help you wax on, wax off. That's right. Daniel Battelle has private consulting. It's Thai things. Sawadee krap. How you doing? Looking forward to one of these days getting back in Thailand. They're all over the place. You need to call somebody over there, Taya, and let them know to put Mexico on the list. Oh, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, next question comes from Cosmo the Clown Entertainment, an Aussie guy global traveler. I hope that's not one channel name. I really hope that's not one channel name. Okay, question is, hey, D, when streaming through StreamYard, why does it start out with a black screen? It did that yesterday as I was live streaming with StreamYard. Cheers, Joel. What's up, Joel? So if I understand correctly, you were going live, you hit go live, and there was a period of time where the screen was black and it wasn't sending your camera information through. Is that correct? If so, I mean, look, I was 25 minutes late today because of technical issues. Sometimes glitches happen. Sometimes the camera source doesn't pass correctly. Sometimes there's connectivity issues with YouTube. If this is something that happens on a regular basis, I would contact StreamYard support for that. Another thing that I would do, anytime I go live, I make sure that I restart my computer before I go live. I make sure that my browser has been restarted, right? You don't want a browser that's been open forever. I restart everything before I go live. Just kind of resets the computer. And believe it or not, that can help fix a lot of problems. So there could be some cache problems with your browser. Daniel probably just lost his mind on that one. But if this is something that happens on a regular basis where it goes black first, reach out to StreamYard support. They're very active in getting back to help the community. But if it's just something that happens once or twice, connectivity issue, browser problem, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. Next question from Damascus. He says, hey, D, I don't want to grow on YouTube. All right, have a good day. Next question. No, I'm playing. I don't want to grow on YouTube, but I always see commenters who get top comments all the time, making the illusion of them following you. Is there any way I can be like that too? Make great comments? I mean, people who get top comments because they make clever comments. You make good comments. It's like right? Comments are no different than everything else. You make a good video, the video is going to do well. You write a good comment that people agree with, people are going to give that a thumbs up, and it's going to end up being a top comment. If you have a YouTube channel, and I know you said you don't want to grow on YouTube, which is weird if you have a YouTube channel, but don't go after comments. Don't chase comments. Because I believe I answered a similar question last week for someone asking if leaving a bunch of comments under other people's videos is a good way to grow. That's a terrible waste of time. So if you're doing this as an attempt to grow your channel, I think that's a terrible waste of time. And you got to ask yourself, what is a top comment going to do for you? Right? Like, okay, let's just say theoretically you get a top comment here and there, or you become really good at getting top comments. So, right? That doesn't really mean anything. So I would say pause for a second and think about why you want the top comment spot. It's not going to help you grow your channel. And if you're not doing it to grow your channel, which is not going to help anyway, then I would say, why would you want to do that anyway? Your time would probably be spent doing other things, because you can grow your channel. You can grow your channel. You can have a very successful channel. You just got to focus on the right things. Next question from Savvy Tech Tips. Man, I'm struggling talking today. Too much coffee. I've been doing content creation for 3 years. Why is this new channel not getting views like my old channel? I have experience making videos and thumbnails. Okay, well, if I remember correctly, you were working on this channel and then you paused working on this channel to go work with your mobile gaming channel. And then you came back to this channel. So you put this channel on the back burner for 6 months. That can hurt your channel. And you've only been back on this channel for about a month, and you've made 6 videos. So total, you've been at this channel for 7 months. So first and foremost, you just haven't given it enough time yet. You haven't given this enough time yet. You're also making videos where competition is fierce. Competition is fierce doing what it is that you're doing. That doesn't mean that you can't do it. You can definitely do it, but you're just not giving this much time left. And, you know, I think taking a break for 6 months, that probably hurt you more than you think. And now that you're getting going again, you've got 6 videos up in the past month. So you just keep going, man. Keep going. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. You know, go to Marquez Brownlee's channel. He's no doubt the top tech channel in the world. Look at his channel. Let's do it together. Let's do this together. 1 second. MKBHD. I can never remember that. This is one of my guilty pleasures. This is something that I love to do on YouTube. Giorgio, thank you so much.
Super chat.
Hey, I post for a channel review, but you missed it. You were busy. Let me know about my channel. Giorgio, okay. Hey, Reese's Gameplay. Yeah, I'll have you. I'll pull you up, man, because you're a channel member. But I'm not going to get into channel reviews. So give me just a second, Giorgio. Let me find you here, Giorgio, just so I can get you pulled up. and I'm not sure how to actually find you. Giorgio, when I'm looking for your channel name, I'm coming up as a music channel. Hey, Doug, can you help find Giorgio's channel and send me a link? Or one of the mods, thank you. So this is one of the top things that I love to do to help keep perspective, okay? Look at this. Marquez Brownlee, no doubt, 15 million subscribers, probably the most successful tech channel out there, okay? Major success. So here's what I love to do on lots of channels. You go over to the video tab, and you come over here to this right here, sort by, and then you click, and then you go by date added oldest. And then you can see the oldest videos of people's channels. Look where he started. He started 13 years ago. 13 years ago. Okay, but these are golf, so those don't even count. When did he do his first review? Okay, his first media center remote overview. So his first review, 12 years ago. 12 years ago. And look at how terrible this stuff is. Look at this. 12 years ago, 12 years ago, 12 years. He was grinding this out. Look at how many videos he uploaded 12 years ago. My God, 12, I don't even know how many he uploaded back then. 12 years ago, 12 years ago. Just endless videos, all from 12 years ago. Still, 12 years ago, 11 years ago. You see my point. Look at how many videos he uploaded. Look at how long he's been doing this, right? My point is this takes time. This is not something where you're going to see, really fast growth in most situations unless you just connect with an audience really fast. Some people do that. You hear that person out there driving like an idiot in a residential area with speed bumps? Woo, small penis. All right, woo, good job. Right, this takes time. This takes time. This is, and I know you're part of the membership, and I believe you're part of Daniel's too. Yeah, this is a marathon, right? That channel has been up for 7 months, and you took a break for 6 months, right? That's why you haven't been doing this long enough, and you need to get on it, stay on it, and understand that this might take you years. It might take years to start building channel momentum, or it could happen with your next video. All right, we got a channel member, Cosmic W. I think welcome back. I believe you were a channel member before. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Pete John says, I'm not sure I've ever subscribed to a channel because of the top comment they've made. Yeah, there's a weird thing where you get a lot of people saying things like, they're using like commenting on other people's channels as a growth strategy. And yeah, you could pick up a couple stragglers here or there, I'm sure. Maybe if you end up with a top comment, yeah, maybe you'll get 5 subscribers or 2, maybe. That's the wrong way to do it. Use that time to make content. Use that time to go through the YouTube Creator Academy. Use that time to watch tutorials to learn how to become a better editor. Use that time to live stream or to practice in front of the camera so you become a better communicator. Use that time to practice building better thumbnails or using TubeBuddy or vidIQ or Morning Fame to learn how to find the right titles, right? That's time well spent. Trying to get views and subscribers through comments is just, it's the wrong way to do it. And Dan Tanner, what is going on, my man? By the way, for those of you in America, for the United States, how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving? Let me know in the chat. Like, what did you eat turkey? What did you eat? Let me know. We didn't get any of that in Mexico. I think I ordered pizza. Glucose and Roses says, I take breaks all the time, like a month at a time. I think Dee is talking about new channels taking 6 months off. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can take breaks. Don't get me wrong. You can take breaks. YouTube says you can take breaks. If you take too long of a break, your audience can change, right? A lot can happen when you take 6 months off of a channel. If a channel lays dormant for 6 months or a year, man, that's a long break. A lot can happen between now and then, right? The momentum that you did start to build, if any, that's going to be eaten away if you take a good, 6 month break. But, in Megan's case here, she's got a very successful channel. she can take a break a month at a time. You know, there are channels that only release once a month. Lucas the Spider comes to mind. You know, Mark Rober, right? People who make these epic videos. But if you don't have channel momentum going to begin with, taking a break is that long of a break is not the best idea. Let's see, going through the chat here, see what I missed. Ask D about uploading consistently, see if he squirms. Getting a little nervous here. Yeah, I mean, perfect example. And you know, Daniel and I we laugh about this all the time. But since I've been stuck in Mexico, I haven't uploaded much to my channel in terms of recorded content. I've done live streams, and that's kept my channel from completely sinking, but my overall channel views, my overall monthly subscriber numbers, my overall watch time has taken a massive, massive hit because I haven't been uploading regularly, you know, and I had a channel that was doing incredibly well, but because I took that long break, I mean, I've uploaded some here and there, but because I took that long break, you know, things changed. My audience has changed. I've seen a huge shift in my audience with more people now coming here from, you know, interested in like desktops and that sort of thing. So it's audiences change, life changes. Going through the chat here. DRJ watching from India. Hope you were doing well in India. Namaste. Going through the chat here. My channel was getting serious traction April to July, the garage sale videos. Then I took August off because of football and it didn't make any. I came to a grinding halt. Yeah, I mean, there's other things that happened as well, too, in your case. So if you're talking about this April and July, I mean, you also have to think about a lot of channels got a huge rush when the world shut down, right? A lot of channels did. And then as things start to open back up, fewer people are online, fewer people are on YouTube, people are outside again, they're getting back to normal life again, and a lot of channels saw a drop, right? They got the wave of people as everybody came online, and then as life starts to get back to normal, fewer people are on YouTube, so they start to drop. That doesn't mean you can't succeed, it just means that internet traffic in general is down across the board. It went up and it came back down. Beanie, hey Beanie says I take too many breaks. I'll own it. That's on me. Yeah, that's the thing. I own it too. I own it. I totally own it. I totally own it, but I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with it. I always look at it from the view of your mental health, your state of mind is more important than being on the YouTube hamster wheel. If you're going to take a break and that means your channel takes a hit, if that keeps you sane, then that's what you got to do. Your mental health should come first. Next question comes from To Dive and Detect. Question is, what, if anything, should we be doing to prepare for monetization before we hit that milestone? Thank you for all your help. We've been listening and growing. Okay, this is a great question, and I don't know what the CPM is going to be. I don't know what kind of money you're going to make through ad revenue. I don't know what kind of views you're getting. I guess I could look. Give me 1 second here. Just give a quick peek at your channel. Okay, so you got 800 subscribers. You're creeping up on that 1,000 milestone there. You still need 4,000 hours of watch time. You're getting on average a few hundred views per video. Okay, so here's what I would tell you. Because of the size of your channel right now, the views that you're getting, the size of your channel, you have to understand that when they do turn on monetization, it's not going to be like, you know, woo, you know, you're at the club, you know, $100 bills are going, right? For most people, unless you're in particular niches like financial or real estate and that sort of thing, most channels will rank ad revenue as the lowest form of revenue. So here's how I want you to prepare. I want you to look at any ad revenue that you're going to get once you hit monetization as icing on the cake. Instead, right? Instead of like, okay, we're going to get monetization, Instead, I want you to start thinking about if we never got monetized, or if we just use this monetization money as just, you know, the cherry or the icing on the cake, what else can we do here to make money? What other business can we build around the content that we're making? Can you sell merch? Can you make money through affiliate sales, through affiliate marketing? Can you cultivate an email list of people who are interested in the type of content that you make and create a newsletter? And sometimes you email them special deals and offers with brands that you reach out to and you become affiliates with, and you try to market their products. Could you build a course teaching people, a mini course even, if something small, teaching people how to do what it is that you do? Can you come up with your own product to sell? Right? I would start thinking like that, because unless you're getting a lot of views, ad revenue doesn't make a lot of money unless you're in particular niches. I'm curious here, how many people in the chat who are monetized? Say yes. Just type in yes or type in no. If you're monetized, is monetization your top form of making money with your channel? Just type in yes or no. For me, it's the absolute lowest thing on my channel. I don't even look at my monetization numbers on YouTube in terms of ad revenue. I look at super chats, but I don't look at ad revenue. And we've got a channel member, Sweetie's Cat World.
Welcome
Thank you so much for
to the
becoming a channel member.
Niminati.
When this stream is over, go look at my community feed. I'm going to be posting a link to a private Facebook group. So if you have any questions about YouTube or you need me to look at something over there, I do that over there. I usually check in once every day or two to answer any questions. We also have a members only live stream that happens before this live stream. I just spit, my apologies. That happens before this live stream every Sunday. That's where I do channel reviews and I look at your channel and give you tips and tricks and give you some ideas on how to better optimize your channel. Let me see, I'm going to the chat here. See what people say. Renee Ritchie says, no, AdSense is significant, but sponsorships are 4 times. Yeah, there you go. Not the top earner. No. Monetize, yes. Beer money, yes. I was monetized, not anymore. Yes for now. Nope, not at all. Yes, only just. No, no. Hey, Andrew, no. Right, so you can see here, hey, Mike, I think the majority of the people here are like, yeah, I'm monetized, but it's not the main moneymaker. So my advice is, try to, of course, yours is, Megan. You're in a great niche. So, the advice is try to think of other ways to monetize your channel. Once you start getting to the point where you're getting thousands of views, then it might shift for you. But, when you're just getting like a couple hundred views, I think you're going to struggle to make any real money with AdSense. That being said, you can get super chats. You will be able to receive super chats if you go live. So you could do that. You could prepare for that. And YouTube also has the new thanks feature where people can do, where they can give you tips basically for your videos. So it's kind of like a super chat feature for videos. But now my AdSense is way bigger than any sponsor pay and all the others. I know my niche are the same from 100K to a million size channel. Yeah, you're in a unique situation. You get like tons of views, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. But I love to hear that you're doing well. I knew early on, I remember when I first saw your channel, I was like, oh, this channel's going to crush. And you did. That's awesome. YouTube Premium Reserve ads are no joke, but really hard to break into. Yep, absolutely. Andrew says, affiliate sales, brand deals, monetization, sponsored streams, etc. So many ways to earn on YouTube. There's some great advice being given in the chat right now. So yeah, that's the advice. Don't just focus 100% on ad revenue. It might be great, right? But when you're starting out, it's going to be low and it's something that you're going to have to build up. So start thinking of other ways that you can make money. All right, next question comes from GYST2020. Well, this is a long question. Thank you for all you do to help us to learn and succeed. My pleasure. I'm looking for insights to improve and simplify my thumbnails. Some are difficult to see, read, and get my point across. I struggle with overloading videos, titles, and thumbnails with too many options, unable to choose best for main focus. I find it difficult to find the middle ground between too much information or narrow of focus. Both likely don't serve me or my audience well as I would like. Thank you if you get the chance to my question. And Doug, I need to go back into the chat. 1 second here. Did you find, Doug, are you able to find Giorgio's channel? If so, can you please drop it into the mod chat? Por favor. So let me look at your channel here and see what you're doing. All right, I'm going to pull your channel up here. Let's go here. All right, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. GYST 2000. Simplify organization one space at a time. KonMari file folding because there's more to life than dishes and laundry. Sort, declutter, organize, maintain. Okay, so this is great. This is great. So you are an organizer. You like to simplify your life. You like to declutter your life. Declutter your living space. Okay? Here's what you need to do. You know how to declutter your home. You probably know how to declutter your life. You have to learn how to declutter your YouTube channel. You need to apply the exact same principles you have with decluttering all these other things, and you need to apply it here on YouTube. For example, okay, we're looking at this here. I'm looking at your channel art. And you told me what the problem is. You're trying to stuff all this stuff in here. Look at all of this text. You're saying all these different things over here. GYST 2020, simplify organization one space at a time, KonMari file folding. You're shoving all these things in here almost like it's some sort of like an advertisement. Here's what I want you to do. Forget about all of this. Forget about all of this. Instead, what I want you to think of, and this is called a value proposition. A value proposition is a mission statement, right? A value proposition is a short sentence. It can just be a couple of words even, that tells the viewer what your channel is about. It tells the viewer what's in it for them when they land on your channel, okay? It could be something as simple as helping you sort, declutter, organize, and maintain your life. Something that simple, right? Or it could be something like helping you organize, just helping you organize your life or helping you organize your living space. I don't know exactly what you're doing here, right? Just come up with a single sentence. And everybody in the chat is so good at this, especially if Pixel P is still in here. Hey, Colin, how you doing, buddy? Especially if Pixel P is still in here. Hey, Doc, how you doing? So okay, let's think about this. So her entire channel, let's brainstorm this as a group here. So she's helping people sort, declutter, organize, and maintain. She's helping people organize. What would be a great value proposition? Let's start brainstorming and coming up with a value proposition here for her so she can get rid of all this text, so she can declutter her channel. And I haven't even gotten to the thumbnails yet. We're just going to start by decluttering your header and putting one value proposition up there. So when people land on this, they go, this is the channel for me. This is the channel that I'm looking for. This message speaks directly to me. So while people are brainstorming in the chat, and I know there's going to be some great options here. Decluttering your organized confusion. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is really good. This is really good. Stuff like this. If you guys want to brainstorm on this. Andy says, Matt Diavella does great minimalist thumbnails. He's the king of doing that. He's the king. Edwin says, simplify space organization, right? You see where we're going with this? You see how easy this is, how simple it is to come up with just a short message to tell people what this is about. Now, so here's something else that I recommend you do. Once you come up with your value proposition, go to Fiverr or reach out to a graphic designer that you might know. You might have to spend $5, $10, or $25 to do it. But give them maybe give them like a couple of like a before and after shot. Like here's a room that's really messy or a closet that's really messy or whatever. And then here it is completely organized. Maybe you could do a handful of befores and after and reach out to them and give them these pictures. Say, I want a before and after. And I want this value proposition written in a really bold, simple, easy to read text. Because here's the thing, you're teaching people to organize and declutter. And you have to show that. Your packaging, your branding, everything has to look organized. It has to look simple. And that's what you don't have right now. Boom, I love this. You're always so good at this. Organizing with a purpose, right? Like that is super clear. That is super clear. Declutter your home. Organize your future. Hey, Lily Tree, how you doing? Let's see. Declutter your home and your life, right? You see where we're going with this? Like that's what goes in your channel art. That's what goes in your channel, like GYST 20. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. That says nothing to me, right? So if you are going to put your channel name on here, which I don't even know if you should, because unless that's code for something in the KonMari world or the decluttering world, like I don't even know what that means. I would just put that one mission statement up at the top and have some before and after pictures, a very minimal, very clean looking channel art. You're gonna have to pay somebody $5 or $10 to do it probably, but it's gonna be worth it. Start there. And then coming down to your thumbnails, KonMari folding, towels and washcloths, KonMari foldings, leggings. Okay, so you're not stuffing a lot of text in your thumbnails, which is good. A lot of people will try to shove too many things, too much text into the thumbnails. But what I will warn you about is putting red text on your thumbnail. It can be difficult to read, especially when you start putting borders around it. So what I would do is I would spend some time on YouTube learning about contrasting colors. Learn about color theory. You can watch a couple of videos and you'll get a better idea, right? Learn about color theory. Learn about contrasting colors. And I can just tell you that red text, especially when you're putting borders around it, can be difficult to read if you do it the wrong way or if you choose the wrong font. So I would advise you not to do that unless you learn how to make it stand out really more, because it can be difficult to read. And I think the best thing in your case moving forward really is situations where you can show before and after, or just continue to show a really clean after, right? A before and after, I would click on a before. I always click on before and after type thumbnails, or something that just, shows like a super clean thing. And how you center things matter too. Like this is the organized piece here. That should be dead center. That should be the biggest thing on here. A very neat and perfectly even organized thing. You have to understand what you're talking about here. You're teaching people how to balance, how to organize, right? So your imagery needs to be balanced. It needs to look like it's in harmony, right? Everything needs to be minimal. It needs to be balanced. So make sure you do that moving forward. And we had some great ideas here for your value proposition. Focus on the why. Focus on the why your viewer wants. Yep, I love that. Declutter your life. I love it. Simplify your life. So you got that. All right, so that's, is it GYST, get yourself tidy? Yeah, I don't know. That might be the code, but here's the thing. You can be too clever on YouTube sometimes. If you're using words and terminology that only a certain group of people will understand, you're missing out on the larger picture and being attractive to a broader audience. Like, I don't know what that means. So you want to be able to make content that people like me would understand as well. Yes, clutterbug. Okay. Yeah, see, a lot of us don't know what that means, right? So I hope that was helpful. I think your thumbnails are okay. They just need a little bit of tweaking. I would choose fonts that are thicker and bolder. I'm going to pull this up really quick. Hold on a second. Since she's in here, it's my favorite channel name on all of YouTube. And I want to pull up Megan's channel here. Hold on. Hey, Venom.
Christmas hacks with you. That's going to make your Christmas easier, cheaper, and just all around more festive on a budget. Font. And with all that said, we are getting started.
Look at how thick and bold these are.
And we are kicking this video off with my favorite and like easiest hack. Like this is the trifecta of Christmas hacks like for real. All you need is one of Dollar Tree's broom handles, some of their metal barbecue skewers, and one metal wreath
everything's just a couple of
You're going to place the wreath form in the middle of your lawn somewhere that's needing a little bit of extra Christmas spirit. I did mine right in the middle of my house up front.
With the text that you put
and use the metal barbecue skewers to hold the wreath form in place to stab it into the ground.
Because remember,
then stab your broomstick into the middle of the wreath form.
Compressed and shrunk down.
Snatch up some zip ties, also available at Dollar Tree, and zip tie your Christmas lights at the bottom of the wreath form and then at the top of the broom handle.
Super simple, super bold.
So you're not going to zip tie at the bottom of the wreath form or like at the bottom of our tree because we're making a tree.
Makes it easy to read. I hope that was helpful. So start there. Get your channel art together. I would change the thumbnails, find a better font, and then come back and see me, and then we'll move on to some other things. Next question is Yadir Sanchez. How can we guess our target audience? I want to know who I'm creating for. How do we guess the psychographics? Okay, well, let me see what kind of content you're making here. You don't guess the audience. You go into something that you're interested in. For example, and I'm not sure yet what you're making because I haven't looked. But for example, when I got started on YouTube, I first had to figure out, okay, where is there a market that's not being served? Where's a group of people? Where's an individual on YouTube who might not be getting served, who might not be able to find the content that they make, right? So then I said, okay, well, here's this group of people who they're making content with their phone, and yeah, they can find some tutorials on how to take pictures or how to shoot videos, but nobody at that time were really saying like, hey, here's how to be a YouTuber on a phone, like video after video after video after video. Here's how to be a YouTuber on their phone. So first I identified that there was a need for this, and then I started thinking through, okay, well, the person who's just getting started and they've got their phone and they don't know what to do next, what's the first video that they need? And then I make that video. And then what's the next video that they need? And okay, and then what are they going to need next? And I just start thinking through, what do these people need? And then I started making those videos one after another, one after another. I used Google and I used YouTube, and I started looking at how people were searching, right? I started typing in keyword phrases and looking at the search queries that were recommended. We know, what are these people looking for? Oh, here's some ideas. I'll make those videos. And then I just started making videos for what people need. If you're making a channel, that, hey D, nobody can hear you. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me, or what happened? Can you hear me? I'm being told you can't hear me. Yeah, I'm having some technical audio issues tonight, so yeah, can you guys let me know? If you're making content where you have no direction, you don't know what to make, maybe you're doing memes or just reaction videos or something like that, if that's the case, you're going to be chasing trends, you're going to be chasing entertainment things, and that's going to be really tough moving forward. So I would say, you know, what are you good at? What are you passionate about? What are you knowledgeable about? Start making videos about that stuff, and then think through, let's just say you're really good at crafting wood, right? Like making things out of wood. Okay, well, if you're trying to make videos to teach people how to do what you're doing, think about the person who is thinking, like, man, I would love to learn how to craft things out of wood. I would love to learn how to carve, or I would love to learn how to make certain things around my house out of wood. And then just start making videos for those people, right? People have questions. Answer those questions with videos. You can hear me. You can hear me. Okay. Weird. Oh, I shared a screen that had audio on. Great. Megan, I beg you, do not give me a copyright claim. Copyright claim incoming. Yeah, I better shut that. I bet your trailer played, didn't it? Yeah, let me shut that down. Hold on. Hey, Doug, were you able to find Giorgio's channel? I've been looking here while I've been talking. I can't find Giorgio's channel. Do it. Yeah. Going to take my channel down with a copyright strikes. Okay, next question here. Comes from Venom18. Your gaming channel? No. How many times should I upload How many times should I upload a video each day? And I'm doing so well. And am I doing well on my channel? Okay, so there isn't a hard set rule on how many videos how many videos you need to upload every day. A lot of people have this misconception that if they just brute force upload, like I'm just going to upload 5 videos a day and I'm just going to brute force my upload my way to success. That's not the way to do it, right? You want to slow down. You want to strategically upload videos. You want to strategically upload videos that your audience wants to watch. It's not that you have to keep some sort of a daily schedule, right? You might upload once a week or once every 3 days or daily or once a month. The thing is you need to upload videos that people respond to. If you're uploading videos that people aren't responding to, if people aren't watching them, if you're looking at your audience retention and it's just a cliff at the very beginning where people are leaving and nobody's leaving comments and nobody's sharing your videos, then you need to pause and think about, what am I doing wrong, right? It's not about how many times to upload. It's about when do you upload quality videos to reach your audience, right? That's what you're doing. Maybe it is once a day. Maybe it's every 3 days. Maybe it's twice a week. Maybe it's once a month or every other week, right? That's up to you to decide. There isn't a magic number on here that's going to say upload X amount of times and you're going to have some success. Now, there has been a study, I think it was TubeBuddy that did a study, where they broke down, and Andrew probably knows about this, Andrew can, where they say like X amount of, like, oh God, what was it? Like how many videos a channel had on average to achieve a certain subscriber count. I forget the exact number, but it's not that you just brute force your way into that. You want to upload quality content that your audience responds to. Renee says you can find when your core audience is hungry for more versus when they're choosing between videos. Man, that's so good. 100%. Thank you, Doug. Let me go in and get this. Thank you, Doug. Let me go here, get Giorgio. 1 second here. Okay, next question. Next question comes from Toys Fun Fam Games. Our original toy channel is called Toys Fun Fam. We do a lot of sponsored content on there. We have a gaming channel. I'm trying to build called Toys Fun Fam Games. I've been advised to rebrand the gaming channel to drop the word toys as it's confusing and may put people off. What do you think? I agree. If you're doing gaming, then I would not have toys in my channel art. But what you could do in terms of brand recognition, like if you have a successful channel and people know you as the Toys Fun Fam, let me hydrate. Hold on 1 second. If people know you as the Toys Fun Fam, you could have your, in your channel art, fam or Fun Fam Games, and then small by the Toys Fun Fam. Make that really small because it's not very important. But if you don't have toys on there, I think everybody's right. I would remove that. Fun Fam Games, if that's what you're going to go with. No, here it is. Thank you, Andrew. Here it is, right here. So the study that was done breaks this down. It talks about the average videos a channel has to get to a certain subscriber count. So I'm going to leave this on the screen here while I'm answering some of the questions. Hey, JVlog, how you doing? Just to give you an idea of the number of videos. And again, this doesn't mean that you need to brute force your way to success. Like, oh, I need, the average videos, the average 1 million channels got 1,000 videos, so I'm just going to upload 1,000 terrible videos. That's not what this means, right? You still want to put in the effort to strategically put up good quality content that your audience is going to watch. It's not just about, it's not merely about the numbers here. It's about videos that your audience is actually responding to. Next question comes from Cosmic W. for shorts doesn't matter much if you make a thumbnail for it, because my recent one that I didn't make a thumbnail for it and it didn't seem to matter. Somehow it got more likes than I ever had before. Here's the thing. It's showing without thumbnails on particular devices in certain ways that it's being viewed. It's showing without the thumbnails. But YouTube still allows us to make a thumbnail for it. So here's what I would do. Any tool that YouTube gives us access to, I would use the tool. So if YouTube says, hey, you can put a thumbnail on this, I would still put a thumbnail on it. And then if YouTube is showing that on a particular device, or even if they're testing it with or without a thumbnail, you at least have the, you at least have the option. What you don't want, because Shorts is relatively new, we don't know what changes they're gonna make for this in the future. Currently, they're not showing thumbnails, right? If I open my phone, you're not going to see thumbnails on there. You're just going to see the screen grab that they added. That might change tomorrow. That could change next week. It could change next year. And you go, oh man, I got to go back and I got to make thumbnails for all these videos. Just put it up there. And if it gets showed, it gets showed. If it doesn't get showed on particular devices, don't worry about it. But you know, as long as YouTube gives us the opportunity to do that, I would still put it in there, because that says that they might not be sure about what they're going to do in the future. Just think of it as like future-proofing your shorts, because we don't know what they're going to do with shorts. If you open up YouTube one day and they've removed the ability to add thumbnails for your shorts, then you know what's up. Let me see here. Next question is Cgenda. Cgenda says, can you save me from menu heck and tell me how to get my check mark? I've been verified for a long time. What? Hold on, let me look at your channel. What check? Oh, yeah. So you get you've got 500 subscribers. So you get the check mark at 100,000 subscribers. You get the check mark at 100,000 subscribers. So a lot of people have the confusion. So there's channel verification, and then there's the verification check mark, okay? You need to verify your channel in order to do things like live stream or add custom thumbnails or upload longer videos, right? Verifying your channel by calling YouTube or getting a text message or however they do it, that unlocks specific features. That is completely different than the verification check. The verification check now comes at 100,000 subscribers. Community tab is available, right? And for those of you who have, hold on here, you should check mark. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, it's a verification badge. So I'm going to drop this into the chat right now. For anyone in here who's coming close to 100,000, or they've hit 100,000. I believe that's where it is, unless they've moved it. Hold on here. Yeah, it's 100,000. You go here. I'm dropping this in the chat. This right here. Go here. Click on that. Again, if you don't have 100,000 subscribers, this isn't going to matter for you. But if you're getting ready to reach that, bookmark this. Or if you've hit it and you're like, how do I get my verification check? You have to go here and you have to apply for it. This isn't something that's actually automatic. You have to apply for the verification check, and you have to apply for your play button. Once you hit 100,000, you get your YouTube play button. You have to apply for that as well. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. I hear they're really investing in shorts. They want to compete with TikTok style quick videos and never ending scrolling. Yeah, they do. This is true. So right now, YouTube is testing, depending on where you're at in the world, they're displaying shorts differently. I think they're running 3 or 4 different tests right now in the world about how shorts are displayed and how they worked. One thing that they're testing is if you're watching shorts, and this is really interesting, if you're watching shorts and you close the app and you come back to the app, and you open the app again, instead of going back to YouTube to where you have to go find shorts again, it's going to open up back inside of the short shelf. So if you were in the short shelf when you close YouTube, whenever you come back to YouTube, it's going to reopen in the short shelf. So that's something they're testing right now, which is pretty cool. Next question is from Best Friend Outdoors. What, in your opinion, are the best other social media platforms to use to self-promote your channel? Thanks. That's $1 million question. And my answer to that isn't so much what's the best platform versus which one do you like to be on, right? Like I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook with a passion. Every fiber of my being dislikes Facebook, right? So you don't want to force yourself to be in a platform that you actually don't like to use, right? So if you're the most active on Twitter or you like Twitter, go on Twitter. Maybe you find that you can make short little 30-second TikTok videos and you can drive a bunch of people over to your YouTube videos. Maybe that's YouTube Shorts. Maybe it's not Instagram, unless you're using Instagram Stories. A lot of people are doing well with Instagram Stories right now. So I would say whichever platform you actually like to use. It's a bad place to be when you're forcing yourself to do it, and that's the easiest way to actually get burned out and stop uploading content. So all the platforms are good. They all have traffic. Pick the ones or one that you like to be on. You don't have to be on all of them. Andrew Can is a Discord man. All right, and Giorgio. Where did Giorgio's go? I saw that. There it is, Giorgio Tech. Okay, we're going to pull up Giorgio's channel here. Andy says, yes, I hate Facebook. I think I'll hate Meta even more. Right? Yeah, I just don't get into Facebook. And we have our members group over there, and I go in and answer questions, but I don't like Messenger. I don't like Facebook. Like I don't go into Facebook until I have to go into Facebook. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like how it displays and how it reorganizes things. And I don't know. It doesn't feel good to me when I go there. I just don't like it. And there's a lot of crazy people there. That's where the crazies are. All right, Giorgio, let's have a look here, man. Giorgio, listen, dude, you need to come into our member stream so I can do like a deep dive into this sort of thing. Giorgio Tech, how-to videos, IPTV reviews. You got a little spell check error there on reviews. Android, Cody, APKs, videos, weekly show. Yeah, I think this works. It's a little bit busy, but I understand what's going on, and that's the key thing. I understand what's going on when I land on your channel. Uploads, how to install and use LiveNet TV, how to install and use. Okay, I want to say this. I like, and this is key, if you're using the same sort of template for your thumbnails like you're doing, I think it's important to do what you're doing here and you're changing the colors. You are making them a little bit visibly different, because if I watched one of these and it was the exact same thumbnail as this one, I might say, wait a minute, I already saw that, and I might not click to watch it. But I like that you're changing the colors. Let me see what you're doing. Oh, you just got started, man. That's awesome. 3 weeks into YouTube. Congratulations. Dude, you're off to a fantastic start. You obviously have a good eye for, you're choosing, good bold fonts. Your thumbnails look good. 3 weeks ago, you got 15,000 views. Are you serious? Dude, congratulations. How to choose Viva Movie. Yeah, so Giorgio, man, here's what I want you to do, because I know you're a channel member. I don't know if you're speaking of Facebook. I posted there, and I also posted in the community feed. Before this stream happens, usually at 6 p.m. CST, which is Mexico City time, we do a members-only live stream. We're live for 1 hour, and I can do like a deep dive here into your channel on this. I can look more into your descriptions and actually watch the videos and so on and so forth, if that's what you want. At a glance, though, I think you're off to a fantastic start. Your titles, I think they work for getting started. How to install. I mean, you could lose how to and it would still be fine. YouTube would understand what you're doing. It's a tutorial-based channel. But I think overall, I think you're off to a fantastic start. And I would like to see you come into a member stream, and then we can do a deep dive into this and really kind of look at your playlist and come up with some strategy for you like that. Off to a great start, dude. 3 weeks. That's fantastic. Hold on here. Okay, I'm looking into the chat here. I hate Facebook. I found out I had 300 plus friend requests and people thought I was ignoring them, hating it. I just had no purpose for it. Yeah, so I deleted it from my phone. I deleted Facebook from my phone. I deleted Messenger from my phone. And the funny thing is I keep telling people, like, don't don't message me on Facebook. Like, don't sit, you know, I work with a couple of brands and I keep telling them, like, I'm not active on Facebook, and they keep sending me Facebook messages. I might open Messenger like once every 2 weeks or something. I'll come in and like all these messages, and I'm like, man, I please don't message me here. I'm not going to get these in a timely manner. I can't stand it. I can't stand Facebook. Yeah, I can't stand LinkedIn either. LinkedIn and Facebook. I don't like LinkedIn because of all the marketing. The marketers just ruin everything. As soon as you connect with somebody there, it's instantly they try to sell you something or get you into their, sales funnel or something. Can't stand it. I don't do memberships that are mostly Facebook focused. Yeah, if I considered doing a Discord instead of a Facebook group. And part of me wishes maybe I would have, but Facebook is the only time I go into Facebook. I go in and check the members questions. And if something catches my eye, because I'm also part of like Daniel Battel's group and like Brian G. Johnson's group or Nick's, if there's something else that does catch my attention, I'll go in and I'll interact there. But for the most part, I've been trying to unfollow as many groups as possible that I'm not actually part of. Because, when you get Facebook, you go in there and you start following all these groups and everything. And then I'm just like, yeah, I don't want all this stuff. So I've been slowly unfollowing all these different groups and even a lot of people. And I'm just trying to make Facebook into something to where I'm getting rid of the crazy people. And the only thing I want to see in my feed is stuff that I truly, truly want to see and engage with. I tried YouTube Shorts for a week. I'm loving it more since I upload YouTube videos. It's a win-win. I'm getting more traffic from the Shorts. That's great to hear. Take that same video and upload it to TikTok. Upload it to Triller. Like, you never know where you're going to find an audience. You never know. Oh, Sweetest Cat World's not on Facebook. I don't blame you. Don't get on Facebook. Don't get on Facebook. Yeah, I've been thinking of maybe a different way. Like, I created the Facebook group for the members because it seemed like a convenient thing for everybody. But I'm getting so many channel members, they're just like, yeah, I don't have Facebook. And I'm just like, man, what can I do? What could I do to have a better environment where everybody could come in? I don't know. It's always something's in the back of my mind. Giorgio. Yeah, Giorgio, man. So listen, man, next Sunday we'll be having the channel thing. Come in and let's do a deep dive on your channel. Because graphically, you look great, man. You look great. You're off to a fantastic start. We'll come in and do a deep dive on your channel next Sunday if you want to come in. But just at a glance there, you're doing great. You're doing great. I keep Facebook for my neighborhood HOA group. It's entertaining. I bet it is. I bet it is. I only do Facebook for the groups I'm in and or moderate. Yep. I feel Facebook is breaking down and getting used less. Yeah, I'm just finding there's a lot of crazy people on Facebook too. We connected. Hard sell on the thing you do. Right? That's exactly what it is. It's like, hey, I want to connect. And it's like, hey, you checked out this thing. I'm with this company. It's like, oh my God. Like, yeah, the marketers ruined LinkedIn. I'm going through here. I tried to go to Facebook because so many entrepreneurs and teachers use Facebook groups for their courses. Yep, that's the thing. That's the thing. Twitter. Yeah, I love Twitter. I'm the most active on Twitter, not my DMs. If you've got a DM waiting for me, my apologies. I'm not very active with DMs. I actually put it on my profile. If you go to my profile on Twitter, I think it says something like no DMs or DMs for business inquiries only. Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't get into the whole DM thing. I just don't get it. I don't know. I've got caregiver duties to tend to. Thank you, Serendipity Bakery. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Moving back here. I think I missed something. Twitter all the way. Looking forward to the members stream. Yeah, so here's what happens. I post this. Since you're not part of Facebook, that's fine. I post it in the community feed on my channel. I usually post it an hour or two before the actual stream. It happens on Sundays at 6 p.m. Mexico City time. Currently, because I'm in Mexico. That'll change when I get back to Asia. Verified on YouTube and a verification badge are two different things. Exactly. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, you got verified early, though, back before they did that. Lucky you, huh? Okay, on that note, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the excellent questions. Moderators, thank you for holding it down. Doug, I appreciate you. I will see everybody same place, same time next Sunday here on the channel. I hope everybody has an awesome week as we move into December. Guys, we're almost at the end of the year. We're almost at the end of 2021. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right, everybody. Have an awesome, awesome week. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself. Give it a thumbs down if you want. It won't matter. Nobody's going to see it anyway because YouTube removed the likes. Have a great week, everyone. Cheers.